Treasure Island. Chapter 1. I remember as if it were yesterday the only seaman who came to live at our inn. He was tall and strong, and the black pigtail hung down to his shoulder. His hands were rough, and he had a white scar across one cheek. His name was Billy Bones, and when he was drunk, as he often was, we were all afraid of him. He never talked to any of the sailors who called at the inn, and he paid me 4 pence a month to warn him if I should ever see a sailor with one leg. My father was ill at the time, and I was left to look after Billy Bones. He drank so much that Dr. Livesey warned him that rum would kill him, but he didn't care to change his ways, and when he lay weak and helpless in his bed, he told me dreadful stories of walking the plank, storms at sea, and the wicked deeds of men. He had been the mate on board the pirate ship of Captain Flint. When the captain was dying, he gave Billy Bones a map that showed where his treasure was buried. Since that day, the rest of Flint's old crew had been trying to get hold of the map. It was hidden in Billy Bones' sea chest. One frosty afternoon, an old blind seaman, Blind Pew, called at the inn and asked to be taken to Billy Bones. He gripped Billy's hand as he left, and something passed from his hand to Billy's. Fear filled Billy's eyes when he saw what it was. "The black spot!" he cried. "Jim Hawkins, listen to me. This black spot means that my old shipmates are coming to get me. They're after my map, Jim. They'll kill me." He sprang up as he spoke, and the strain and shock must have been too much. He fell dead at my feet. Billy Bones died without paying his bills. My mother and I took some money from his sea chest to pay what he owed. There was also a bundle of papers which I took for safekeeping. That very night a gang of ruffians broke into our inn. My mother and I hid outside and watched as they searched Billy Bones' sea chest. They took the money that remained there, but they seemed to be looking for something else. Unable to find what they wanted, they shouted and ran. I realized that they were after the bundle of papers in my pocket. I went to Dr. Livesey and his friend Squire Trelawney and told them the whole story. When we opened the bundle, we found Captain Flint's treasure map. The squire was very excited. Flint was the most bloodthirsty pirate that ever sailed. He carried a fit-out ship in Bristol. Livesey, you'll be the ship's doctor. I'll take you too. Jim Hawkins, you'll be cabin boy. We'll have the best ship and the choicest crew in England, and we'll have that treasure. So it was that Squire Trelawney bought the Hispaniola and prepared her for the voyage. He needed a good crew and took on a sailor named Long John Silver as ship's cook. His left leg was cut off close by the hip, and under his left arm he carried a crutch. He was very tall and strong. This man was very helpful to the squire and helped him to assemble a tough, hard-working crew. In a few weeks, the Hispaniola was ready to sail.